Yes, guys, what's going on? I'm here with Mr. Stephen Howson. We're outside, obviously not outside Selhurst Park. No fans there. But United have beaten Crystal Palace 2-0. It was very, very squeaky, Steve.
It was. Really happy to see Marcus and Tony pull out another goal, move on to 22 each. That's really good. I think that's phenomenal from both of them to be on 22 goals for the season. Really happy with that. Especially when both of them have been injured this season.
2 months apiece.
Mint, absolutely mint, and without each other for a couple of months as well. So that's really encouraging for going forward. We picked up the 3 points, which was all that mattered. So yes, performance not the best. Don't really give a fuck. It's all about the 3 points. We're basically looking at 3, hopefully 4 cup finals now into the next week. Deal with Chelsea as best we can on Sunday, and then we have to go and put 3 points past West Ham, or get 3 points off West Ham, and then we just got to beat Leicester. And I think we do our job. Well, I don't think it. I know it. We do our job, and we're in the fucking top 4, and we're in the Champions League for next season. And we have to be in the Champions League for next season. Sick of this Europa shit, mate.
We do have to be in the Champions League. I don't think there's any doubt about that. In terms of today, we saw a performance that looked a little bit nervy. Now, do you think that was because of the game that's just been, the Southampton game, we dropped points, it made this game more important? Or do you think the players had one eye on that game on Sunday because it's a real quick turnover?
It is. It's hard to say, to be honest. And actually, I think I said during the watch-along, I think we did look tired today. Or we look reserved, which could be considered tiredness, the way it portrays. It's hard to say, really. It's hard to say whether because obviously, I mean, even the players themselves, they'll never say to you, yeah, I was thinking about Sunday. They'll never admit that. So how can I look at someone and go, he was thinking about Sunday? We don't know.
Subconsciously, they always could be because there's that huge game on the horizon.
Like, you always know, like, it's the last game before a World Cup. Everyone's just like, fucking have that. I'm not doing it. And I wonder if, you can't help it. FA Cup semi-final, massive game against Chelsea. A psychological one to get over them, going in for the race for top 4 as well. And who can blame them? Obviously wanting to get into an FA Cup final and then be 90 minutes away from potentially another trophy against a team that we have beat. I certainly don't think I would put us as favourites going in against City if we do get past Chelsea, though.
Does this show a big, not a turnaround for the team, but we've seen in the past, like, one bad result can just send us on a spiral and we just lose ourselves, but we managed to bounce back again today. And I know we never lost the last game, so bounce back from what almost, but we bounced back from that.
That's right. I think, you're right. It's bouncing back from disappointment because it felt like a loss. A last-minute equaliser feels like a loss. We dropped 2 points that we needed desperately. So, no, I think it's fine to say that we have bounced back. And the fact that we've bounced back from a draw with a shit performance and a win, previously that might have been a loss and we bounced back with a draw. So, actually, we've levelled up. Now, hopefully what you'd like to see us is have a scare in a game and get 3 points, and then have no problem next week and just be completely over the scare, coming out confident and battering someone 3 or 4-0. That would be where you would like us to be. But let's be honest with ourselves, we ain't there yet. We've got so many other areas we've seen how thin this squad is. At the start of the season, I think we was both in agreement, it's probably one of the worst United sides we've seen in 30 years. That's why you're seeing the results that we're getting inside 30 years. You bring in a Gallo, you bring in Bruno, and it levelled it up. We also saw Paul Pogba come back, because without Paul Pogba, without Bruno, without Rashford and Marshall, fucking well ordinary team. And that's been proven by the amount of goals that both of them players have scored, by the amount of goals that Bruno's contributed to, and by the performances of Paul Pogba. You take them 4 players out of this team, and we are a bang mid-table team. We might even be as bad as Arsenal. You know what I mean?
And they're really bad.
And they're shit. Yeah. So, like, at the end of the day, we need our best players. And if we have another transfer window this summer/autumn, autumn transfer window, that's a different one, isn't it? If we do our job in the transfer market and we bring in first-choice players, I think what we have next season is a squad that's closer to competing. I still not stand here and say this team's definitely capable of winning the league. You need a hell of a lot of luck. You need things to just click. You need your signings to click straight away, like Bruno did. Doesn't always happen like that. Some players take a little bit of time to settle. So, it's as long as it goes in the right direction, happy days.
Timbo started today, and if I remember correctly, and I've not missed it, he played the full game. I think. It's so bad that I don't know that. But his performance today, I think it was a shock that we all seen him in the starting lineup. It goes back to you saying depth. We've got no depth, 2 injuries, and someone that's not played for 3 years comes in. But were you happy to see him back? And we got a clean sheet despite maybe some little bits in his...
Yeah, I mean, for the offside goal, you could probably say there was a requirement from him to have probably been better, closer to his mind, closer to his man. I love to see Timbo back. Honestly, he is my adopted son. Everyone knows that. So, of course, I'm happy.
We were big. Like, I remember there was a big thing about us two and Timbo, and like when he'd start, people would tweet us, "Oh my God, Timbo's starting," and he just kind of disappeared under the radar. But come back in today, got a chance, helped us get a clean sheet. Not too bad. I was surprised he finished the game, though.
I'm surprised he finished the game. A-Fever's doing me in here. Yeah. I'm surprised he finished the game, to be honest, and maybe that's a good sign for maybe Europa. I don't think he features against Chelsea. I certainly hope he doesn't. And I hope that Ollie give Williams and Shaw the opportunity to completely recover ahead of that Chelsea game. This is where Ollie's got to earn his coin now, because he's obviously got to go strong against Chelsea and not diminish our chances. Because if we gamble against Chelsea and push and go for it and fucking lose, then you've got to try and lift them players up again for Wednesday, because we've got to win every game. There's literally no fucking draw's not the worst result. Bollocks. We've got to win. We've got to win. We've got to win. And then we've got to win. And then we've got to win all the games in Europa. Literally, like, United need to go on a pretty fucking unbelievable streak now, which I think is going to be very, very difficult for us to do, but let's hope we do it.
Before we go on to your man of the match and that, I wanted to mention we only made 2 subs. You've spoken about the lack of depth. 2 subs with 2 days to go to a semi-final. Does that show he maybe doesn't trust his bench, given what we saw against Southampton?
And when you see, like, one was Matic, who we know he loves, and one was Lingard, and you're like, well, I don't think he fucking rates him, and I think he's after getting him out of the club. So, I mean, what else is there? I mean, yeah, Gallo, yeah, definitely. Wouldn't have minded seeing him. Wouldn't have minded seeing Marcus maybe come off, but we'll see.
We have to stay. I think he's kind of maybe a little bit burnt by that Southampton game, although had extenuated circumstances with the 10 men.
That plus Norwich. We rotated heavily for Norwich, and we were shit. And I think Ollie's looked at it and gone, I can't trust them players. And I don't blame him, because no one goes, well, them players are shit. Everyone goes, well, he ain't up to it. I see people like, out of his depth. That Southampton team literally beat Pep Guardiola. No one fucking was like, well, Guardiola's out of his depth here after spending $1 billion. No one. So why is Ollie out of his depth for only drawing against them with a worse team and 10 men? So, no, fuck them. And fuck ESPN.
Man of the match?
I don't know, actually.
Hard one, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't think anybody's...
Rashford got a goal and an assist.
Rashford goal and assist.
Martial was good again.
No one stood out for me for man of the match. I don't know. Let me know in the comments.
Purely statistically, I guess you have to give it to Rashford, right? Goal and assist. But let us know in the comments. And we'll see you in a bit.